random, not so random segment of the week. We're gonna do our hard man / bastard combined 11.
/ bastard.
Yeah. Last night, watching this Chelsea Spurs game where challenges were flying in like crazy, it just had me thinking, what is the 11 that we can create that is just you don't want to play against them?
All time.
They're that is all time. Good. They're a bit tasty, a bit feisty. So we're gonna give our shouts and come together with a combined 11.
Let me say this. Not a lot of wingers I was able to find.
I agree.
In fact, none.
I was going to play a 4-4-2, and then I was like, you know what? I'm playing a 4-4-2. My entire midfield are all central.
Yeah, exactly. That's
what I got.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's get going.
Okay.
Who do you have in goal?
Goal was tricky. There's an obvious shout, but I did some digging, watched some YouTube videos, and I stumbled upon a man by the name of Bert Troutman. He played for City in the 60s. And
in the 60s?
No, sorry, the 50s.
The 50s?
Yeah.
Okay.
He fought in Russia with the German army.
Oh, my God.
And so FA Cup final with City in 1956. He broke his neck, but saw out the last 15 minutes of the match and made some big saves.
Teaser.
So he's my guy. I think I might know who you go for, but that's one of my rogue shouts.
Okay, that's a great pick. I respect the research.
And I wouldn't have found him had I not stumbled upon this YouTube video from Football Daily.
All right, shout out Football Daily. My shout, his antics forced FIFA to change a rule, which I think says a lot. Emi Martinez in the World Cup was doing his dances, shaking his ding-a-ling around. FIFA didn't like it.
Yeah.
And they said the goalkeeper you basically can't do that. You have to go straight to your goal. I just think of him, whenever he saves a penalty, he's giving it to the crowd. He's always feisty. He's always protecting Messi. I don't know if he can fight in Russia and break a neck and continue, but he forced FIFA to change the rules because he was such a bastard and such
bastard. He's a bastard.
Shithouse. He's a shithouse.
Yeah, he's a bastard. He's not necessarily hard, but I like that shout. That's different to a lot of the guys I have. So
I think we have to go with Troutman.
Troutman is hard.
He's on the front lines.
He was fighting in Germany.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
I'll give you that one. All right, my right back, maybe not a traditional right back, but he's played there a bit. I'm going with Jamie Carragher.
Okay, interesting.
He was feisty.
Yeah.
I remember ever heard of the Wembley Cup? At the Wembley Cup, the YouTube game, he was playing in it, and he elbowed Theo Baker, the YouTuber, in the game, and it was just like it went viral, and that's just him in a nutshell. He's been retired for a decade, and he's feisty, and you just think of someone who you want to scrap. Like I want Kara on my side of my scrap.
That's a good shout. I've gone for Branislav Ivanovic.
Okay.
Serbian international, played right back and center back for Chelsea.
I know
of course.
Ivanovic. Yep.
And the reason I picked him was, first of all, looks like a scary kind of guy. Also, famously bitten by Suarez. And what I liked about this was he didn't roll around like most players would. He got up and just showed the referee the bite marks.
Took it on the arm.
He took it on the arm, exactly. So that's what I liked about him. Ivanovic was my nomination. Carragher's a good shout. We can go with him.
Okay, we'll go with Carragher at
I'm
right
happy
back.
to concede.
Let's move to left back. This guy, his nickname is Psycho.
Yeah, I've got him.
You've got Stuart Pearce.
Stuart
All right,
Pearce.
so we've got Stuart Pearce in there.
He was the only one I could find.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was at Man City for a while, was on West Ham's coaching staff. He was part of a couple great years at West Ham. He was mental.
Yeah.
He would fly in with challenges.
He would inflict pain.
And that was his thing.
Yeah. Tough tackling left back.
I feel like that's a no-brainer. Stuart Pearce left back.
Easy.
All right, this position's probably the one that has the most
lots to choose
consideration.
from.
Who do you have? Who are a couple of your names?
So I've got two United guys.
Okay, so I think we've got one of them.
Jaap Stam.
He was someone I thought of, but didn't include.
Really aggressive center back. Looks scary, man.
So
Just
scary.
look at this guy. Played for Man United, of course. Bonus points for the skinhead. I mean, just looks like a scary guy. So I've got Jaap Stam, and I've got Nemanja Vidic.
I have Vidic
Another
too.
Serbian United legend, just strong, powerful, dominant in the air. My early days of football fandom, I can remember a bit of Vidic, but he's just, he's known for that. So he's a hard.
Yeah, I feel like Vidic is in there because I've got him too.
Okay.
My other nominee was Sergio Ramos, who I think. Maybe it's a bit more shithouse bastard as opposed to hard because he's quite a handsome guy. He's got the flow and the beard.
He's cheeky.
But he's cheeky. He's always picking up, if not red cards, sneaky yellow cards. Really devious. Had that nasty foul on Salah in the Champions League final in 2017, where I think dislocated his shoulder or whatever it was. He's a hard man, I think. I'm okay with Yapstam and Vidic though.
Okay.
I'll take those.
I think Sergio Ramos he's probably, yeah, you're right. He's more of a shithouse than he is a hard man.
I think that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to midfield. I think we just go for 4 midfielders and 2 forwards.
Yeah, I've got 2 strikers and a sort of diamond of hard
that's what I got. All right, so I'll do my first 2.
Okay.
I have Roy Keane.
Me too.
Famous for breaking Erling Haaland's dad's leg in a gruesome challenge, really ugly, dark challenge. Broke his leg. I think it ended his career, maybe. Alfie Inge Haaland. And my other shot was Gattuso.
Yeah, I've got Gattuso.
Gattuso, even as a manager, you just feel he's hard. He's just... everything about him.
The Rhino.
Yeah.
So just a hard-working...
I'd have to be the captain of this team.
Energetic player. He faced off with Spurs' assistant coach in that semifinal, Joe Jordan, who's also a hard guy, apparently. And he was the guy who grabbed his neck.
Yep.
Gattuso grabs his neck and then headbutts.
Yeah,
So
wild. So did we both have Keane and Gattuso?
Yeah, they're both in my diamond. Roy Keane. You got to have him in here.
Gotta have him.
13 red cards. Come on.
That's his job.
He was honestly underrated in terms of ability too. Very good player.
I think his punditry career has kind of overshadowed his playing career because of the day and age we live in. He's always about, Pogba, is he doing enough?
Got to play for the shirt.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I didn't include him. But Graham Souness, kind of another kind of guy.
Oh, that's a good shout. I didn't.
I didn't include him.
Okay.
All right. Next 2.
Okay.
So one, I'm just not going to include. I was thinking of wingers, and this guy is kind of more like a Brexit winger. We actually touched on him already in the show. Andros Townsend. I'm just thinking of a guy who, he's not. I'm not going to include him.
Yeah.
But one other guy I did have was Joey Barton.
Ooh. Good
Dirty player. Loved a red card. Always got stuck in. He's one of my nominees. But who did you have as your other 2 midfielders?
Vinnie Jones, who played for Chelsea and Wimbledon and famously grabbed Paul Gascoigne's balls.
Oh,
so
colorful.
He received the quickest booking ever, 3 seconds. Yeah, and he now is in a ton of action movies. He uses his hard looks to his advantage. Yeah, Vinnie Jones, look him up. He's in all these kind of Mission Impossible-esque movies. Probably is the bad guy. So yeah, I don't know much about his playing career to be honest, but I know he grabbed Gazza's balls and is quite the hard man.
Shout out.
He was one of my guys. And then my other guys, Thomas Gravesen, former Everton player, Danish international, finished 4th with us in 2004-2005.
Shout out, Moise.
Reportedly a member of a Danish white gang. Okay, so we don't condone that. But
it's like a twist.
But he was known for, didn't shy away from confronting his own teammates. I think he ended up at Madrid too after Everton. Somehow they took him. So yeah, another skinhead. Just looks like one of those. Just looks like a Viking kind of. He's a hard man for sure.
Okay.
Tommy Gravesen. The Everton fans loved him. Not because of the white gang.
Take that what you will.
Yeah.
All right, so who do we want to partner Keane and Gattuso?
It's funny. Gattuso is probably the most attacking of my.
Yeah.
Another shout out to Vieira.
Vieira is someone I consider.
He stood up to Keane.
Yes, he did.
And I think actually has one more red card than him in his career.
Okay.
I think I stumbled upon that in my research.
So are we going with the Danish guy? What's his name?
Gravesen. And then who were yours again?
Joey Barton.
Oh, Joey Barton's a good shout.
We'll take Joey Barton and
Thomas Gravesen.
Okay, Gravesen along with Keane and Gattuso. I mean, you're not getting past that midfield.
Oh
you're not coming out alive.
You're not coming out alive.
All right, my front 2. So I've went with Big Duncan Ferguson.
Same.
Okay, there we go.
He's got to be in it.
He's got to be in it. Yeah. I mean, as a manager, interim or not, as a player, he just stood up. Definition of a hard man. Definition.
Scottish, headbutted an opponent, spent 3 months in prison. He's got 4 arrests to his name.
I did not know that.
73 goals and nearly 300 games for Everton.
Bagsman.
Come on.
Also subbed Moise Keane on and then off in the same game.
Yes, that's right. Nicknamed Duncan Disorderly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everything.
All.
He also, I didn't even know this, he put a burglar in the hospital for catching them in his house.
Jeez Louise.
Unbelievable.
What a player.
Yeah.
All right, so Ferguson's in. Who was your other option?
So thought about a few guys. Went with Mario Mandzukic.
Oh.
He was quickly moved on from Bayern when Pep came in.
Yeah.
Which kind of says a lot.
Had a decent career, though.
Good career.
Stuck around at Juve.
World Cup final. Yeah, Juventus, Bayern, other teams. Left the field bloody after clashing with Carvajal in a Madrid derby when he was playing for Atletico. Just, 6'3", battering ram of a striker.
Yep.
Also famously squared up with Daniele De Rossi against Roma. So he was another sneaky shout from me.
I went with Zlatan because I think Zlatan, he was just imposing, intimidating, wasn't afraid to get amongst it, but he was also brilliant. Like, he was just a world-class striker.
We probably need a bit of finesse in this team.
Yeah. Duncan and
Zlatan,
Ibra. What a pairing that is.
Oh, my God, dude. They would clash. They would probably clash.
They would get
in each other's way.
Yes, 100%.
But it'd be brilliant.
It would be brilliant.
Yeah.
All right,
we'll go with Zlatan.
We'll go with Zlatan and Ferguson. Let's work backwards. So,
okay.
Ferguson and Zlatan leading the line.
Yeah.
In the midfield, we've got Keane, Gattuso, Barton, and
Gravison,
who will not speak about his extracurricular activities.
It's allegedly, I don't know.
Allegedly. In defense, I think we went with Carragher at right back, Stuart Pearce at left back, and then I think Vidic and Jaap Stam as our two center halves.
And
so
my boy,
United flair.
Bert Troutman in goal.
Big old
Never
Bert Troutman in goal.
Today, but
he's on the front lines, played with a broken neck. I mean, you don't get much more hard than that. What an 11. I thoroughly enjoyed this segment.